Hi guys, it's Thursday morning. It's exactly 28 days from my first competition of the season at the Tampa Bay Pro. I'm just going to go through my supplement regime and my current diet. So, I first wake up in the morning, I have a combination of T3, T4. It's 12.5 micrograms of T3, 50 micrograms of T4. I have two of them before cardio. I have two of the Codeine or GW 501-516 and two of the SR 909. Both of these can be found on the Permagains website, and you can use my discount code for 10% off. So I'll have them. I'll do my cardio for about an hour's walking. I'll come home, I'll have a scoop of amino acids, a scoop of Hydromax, and a scoop of glutathione. Next, I'll have my breakfast. Currently 2 whole eggs, 3 egg whites, 40 grams of cooked chicken, spinach, rocket, about a quarter of a red pepper, 5 or 6 mushrooms, and maybe just a slice of onion. So that's my first meal. I also have 25 grams of cheese with that. Sometimes I'll have 25 grams of cheese and 2 eggs. Sometimes I'll have no cheese and 3 eggs. It's the same amount of fats. Okay. Meal number 2 is 100 grams of cod, 100 grams of mackerel, and green beans, asparagus. Meal 3 is a pre-workout meal where I have 125 grams of salmon and 125 grams of trout. The reason I have the 2 variations of fish is I'm trying to get around about 18 to 20 grams of fats per meal. So the mackerel is quite high in fat, so I have that of the cod. The salmon's medium high and the trout's a little bit lower, so that gives me the right macronutrients for those meals. With my pre-workout meal, I'll have, again, a couple of tomatoes, maybe another quarter of red pepper, spinach, rocket, and I'll have about 50 grams of beetroot, which is really good for blood flow. Pre-workout, I'll have a scoop of, I've actually been using the pump mainly, the Illegal Nutrition. Again, you can find that on my page on Instagram. And post-workout, I will then have a scoop of Illegal Nutrition whey protein, 100 grams of far-gullet just to thicken it up a little bit really, and 40 grams of almond nut butter, which is about the lowest carb nuts you can get, so it's keeping the carbs as low as possible while I'm basically on a keto diet. My 5th meal then will be 145 grams of cooked chicken, with another 40 grams of peanut butter. I'll probably have some salad with that, some vegetables, and then my final meal will be 170 grams of steak, and again I'll have a nice salad with that. Other supplements I'm taking, I have 25 milligrams of Provaron in the evening. I have about 3 servings of magnesium just to avoid cramping. A Natrazole, but I'm only having 2 a week at the moment. I don't like to go too harsh on these. I like to keep some estrogen available. I have a multivitamin from Solgar, Omnium, and then I've got the Cycle Support, the Killian blood pressure support. It's all very important. Krill oil, it's good for your lipids, and vitamin D3. I have basically 2 portions of all that, 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. So I've been on this keto diet now for the last week. I've dropped about 1.5 kilos. I find being diabetic, because insulin promotes fat storage, this is the best way for me to really get that stubborn bit of fat off it towards the end. And once I've sort of depleted myself down, got myself as absolutely lean as I need to be, which I'm not far off making weight now for the classic division, I'm probably about a pound off. I will need to lose a little bit more, but I'll do that in the next sort of 2 weeks, and then I can be able to refeed on carbs, because once I've got the fat off, it's just then I can train enough to fill back out, and I'm not going to put any fat back on because I'll be training enough to fuel the carbs that I'm putting back in. I can just fill back out nicely, so I can eat up into the show once I've got myself lean enough. So that's why I take this approach the last couple of times, because I'm type 1 diabetic, and I'm basically using next to no insulin. I use 11 I think I use 18 to 20 IUs in the morning, and then about 6 to 8 IUs in the evening. I monitor my sugar levels between every meal. Every now and then I might have to have half a unit of Nova Rapid. Some days none, just keep an eye on how it's going. It'll probably vary depending on what I'm training that day, how much cardio I've done, how active I've been, because the food's exactly the same. So sometimes I'll just keep an eye on it. I'll notice my blood sugar levels have gone up to 6.2, 6.4. I'll have half a unit of insulin with that meal. And then the next one it might be 3.7, 4.2, and I won't have anything with that meal. So I've almost cured diabetes. Very, very little fast-acting insulin, just a background insulin, which helps for me to utilise the fats as an energy source.